Hi, everyone. This is Jessie Drummond, your Education and Volunteer Manager, and I'm here to give you a quick update on everything that has been going on. So I'm going to share my screen real quick and show you a short video of all the big changes that have been happening. All right. So just to get started, nothing big crazy right there off the entrance, but if you look over, you're going to see kind of a roped off area, a shaded cloth, and this is where our new otter exhibit is going. So as you see here, I'll give a little pause. There's the restrooms, gift shop. What this did, and I know it looks really messy, it's really coming along though, is this took down the gopher tortoise exhibit, the aquatic turtles and baby alligators, as well as the redfoot tortoises, and then the caiman. And all of those animals have been moved to different locations, so they're still here, but this is really gonna open up the space and bring in a beautiful new state-of-the-art otter exhibit. We're so excited about it. The construction's probably gonna continue through December. Hopefully that's like the end goal. But you can see the big change. And so right here, I'm just showing, these are our new smaller alligators. As you remember, we had the 3 big alligators that were in there, and they were just getting a little bit older in age, and one had a bad cut. And so when we came and had the vet come out and look at everything, we thought it was time to really bring in some new gators. So we have 15 in here, and they're wonderful. They're so cool to see. And you can still feed them, and they sunbathe, they swim around, they have a floating pad out there now. So it's really cool to see. You can see this is something Dr. Jan and his team made, which is cool. And then over here, another big change is the Bald Eagle Aviary has been shifted over to the Grand Aviary, which I think is a really fitting name because it has a gray peacock pheasants, Nicobar pigeons, and now is housing the redfoot tortoises. So lots of really amazing stuff in this exhibit. And just to be honest and clear, the bald eagle, she was just really nervous with public, to the point where we had to like rope off areas to make sure that people weren't getting back into her kind of area that she was hanging out in. And when she was just very anxious and nervous. And so, you know, we want the highest amount of animal care, animal quality. And that doesn't mean that every animal that comes to the gardens is built for a place that is open to the public. So she has transferred to a different park that is not open to the general public, and hopefully she'll, you know, be able to really thrive in that space. So we're really excited for our new animals, but this gives you a kind of look at them. There's a bunch of little Nicobar pigeons, and then right next door we have curassows. These guys are so cool. They have a mohawk, they're awesome. Oh, and before I jump to our favorite, Casey, the curassows, there are 3 of them, 2 females, 1 male, and they're right next door to the Grand Aviary. They're so awesome. I can't wait for you to come. And then I just have to show Casey off because he's just so fun and amazing. This is all of you. And we're gonna get some, hopefully some like, yeah, some excitement there. Casey is wonderful as ever. And then in here, the big change is our Buddha has a best friend named Blue. So Blue is a recent donation given to the gardens, and they actually are like 2 peas in a pod. They hang out, and the exhibit looks really good. There's all these different climbing spaces for them now. We have a new Burmese python that was donated by the Conservancy of Southwest Florida. Really excited. We can actually really work with this Burmese, so super excited for this one. And then we still have Jasmine, our Asian water monitor, just sunbathing right there on the side of her big pool now. And then just for the meantime, for the construction purposes, we have the gopher tortoises. And I know it's blurry, sorry about that, in this exhibit. So there's one of the shells, and they're living their best life in there. Eventually, what we're gonna do is make a tortoises of the world area for all of them to go into. And then next up is our new filter marsh. I'm really excited about this. So this is the exhibit right after the alligators. I think historically there was going to be talk about having freshwater crocodiles. And the reality is that there is so much need to kind of filter and clean that water in the alligator exhibit that we've decided to use the power of plants. So this is going to turn into kind of natural native plant filter marsh. So we're going to take the water from the alligator exhibit, pump it over, have it sit and clean in there, and then have the fresh water go back into the alligator exhibit. And I really think it's a good tie into what historically this place was, right? When we think about the Everglades Wonder Gardens, you know, it was because it was so inspired by the Everglades. And what does the Everglades do? It cleans our water for us. And so we're really going to mimic that here. Super excited. You can see some of the construction right behind. Eventually, when we get secure some donations, we're going to have this more as a boardwalk so people can actually walk out there and really just open up the center of the Wonder Gardens. It's still a work in progress. We're sealing everything, painting everything. And then the next big change, if you heard or haven't, with FWC federal regulation, any bird that falls under the Migratory Bird Act is a protected species. So we are no longer able to feed the flamingos because they fall under that category. And so as we're moving towards accreditation, right, we want the highest standards of animal care and quality. We really have been, you know, crossing all of our T's, dotting all of our I's, checking in on all the things so we make sure that we're up to regulation. So we do have the space on the beach roped off, but you can still go out and see them. Another big one that we've, before I go too far, whoa, sorry. This is the Salcata area. One of the other big things that we want to do is create more of a barrier between some of the animals and the public. So as some of you know, we have seen visitors trying to like pet and feed the Salcata tortoises. So the horticulture team came up with a brilliant idea of kind of creating a nice like bromeliad barrier. So there's a little bit more space in between the general public and the Salcata tortoises without having to put in like a big new fence or anything like that. And then right after, what you just saw is the new Flamingo Night House, and it's beautiful. It's so amazing. We have all these gorgeous plantings. We're finishing up a giant wingspan of a flamingo out here in front. We also have a massive flamingo sculpture over here now. And this is where they can go in safe at night. They have a pond that does drain, and it's much bigger than what they were used to. And we're really excited for their new little home. So really great space. And then the next big change is that we got the 2 exhibits up and running. So this now houses our African gray birds and then our Amazon parrots over here. And they're loving their new space, super excited, a lot more vocal. It's really, we're really happy to see them out there for people to see. And then our tea house area is looking just beautiful. Oh, before I leave the tea house, we have really been pushing for folks to utilize the space more and maybe get out of the sun, have some chill time. So we have been keeping the doors open during the day, which is really exciting. And that was Terry, our new event manager's idea. So you'll meet her soon. And then we have new friends at the Parrots and Parasols. This is Calypso, a beautiful macaw. Lots of energy, lots of excitement. I didn't put video in because you have to come see them. This is Miss Millie. Some of you might already know her. She was previously here, brought back. She has a little glaucoma in one eye. You know, she's getting up there in age, but she is still as excitable as ever. And then our last new one is Scarlet. And she's an eclectics parrot. And she's really beautiful. Sounds like a fire truck. Hilarious. You'll love her. And then I wanted to introduce you to Terry. This is Terry, our new event manager. She is wonderful. She's been running around with Peanut and everything. And in here, this is the admin office. What I'm kind of spanning is we have a new volunteer station in the admin office. We want to see you come in, come say hi to us. There's the sign in and sign out form currently right now that is in there, but we have some big developments on that soon. And I want to introduce you to Sarah and Caitlin. So this is Caitlin, this is Sarah. They're wonderful. Caitlin is our new curator of collections, and Sarah is our new development officer. So that is just a very quick, short kind of what's been going on this summer. We have a fantastic team. We can't wait for you all to meet them. We want to have a big thank you to all of the volunteers. Cheryl, one of the volunteers, has helped us, help me make this happen, this video. David, right, our CEO, our president, the man of the hour, he's amazing. And then who you saw in the video is Terry, Caitlin, Sarah, Chris was in there. And then of course, Casey, love Casey. So I hope you enjoyed the little video update. I also wanted to share with you some of our new volunteer forms. So right here, and I'll be sending this out via email for everybody, but this is kind of like a short tidbit of like how to get involved with the Wonder Gardens. And the big thing that I wanted to talk about is our mission. So this has been approved by the board. We're really happy with it, but the Wonder Garden inspires conservation and resiliency by providing transformative experiences of wonder in the natural world via meaningful education programs for people of all ages by meeting the highest standards of care for our resident animals, right? So the big things that we want people to think about, right, is creating those transformative experiences through education programs and high quality animal care for the animals that we're watching. And we really have shifted to working with animals that are rescued, rehabilitated, or unreleasable. There's a great kind of history in here that really sums up where we were, where we're going. And this also goes over like where check-in and things are nowadays. We're really trying to push folks to sign in around 9 a.m. That way everybody is here, and we really just don't want folks in the park without having staff here. So we want to make sure that our operations team is here in case anything happens and you need extra assistance, as well as our animal care team. So this is our side gate, right? The one with the alligators over it right at the end of the ramp. And that now has a doorbell on it. So you can easily ring the doorbell. It alerts anyone that's in the barn. They'll open the door for you. But the big important thing is definitely come check in with us at the admin office back here. We want to see you. We want to say hi. We're really trying to make sure that we keep the park as secure as possible. And that's one of the biggest steps towards accreditation. So all gates need to stay locked at all times. And then, I mean, most of you already know this, but making sure we wear closed-toed shoes, bringing reusable water bottles. We want to make sure that everybody, this is a safe environment, not only for our animals, our staff, but for you, our volunteers. This kind of goes over all the different areas that you can be volunteering in, as well as kind of steps for general volunteers, high school volunteers, college students, and different ways that they can get involved with the Wonder Gardens. So coming soon, things to look out for is eventually we're going to be moving towards a completely online sign in and sign out database. I'm really excited for this. That means that you can do it from your computer, you can do it from your phone, you can do it proactively, retroactively, and we'll actually be able to post shifts for things that we need help with, right? So right now it's hurricane season. And as we continue to go through this, we want to be able to post shifts for hurricane repair or post storm cleanup, other things like that. And this will be a really great way to increase communication between me and you, and to make sure that if there's something going on here, that you know that it's happening and that we can use your help. So I'll be sending all this information out. We will be asking you to re-register on the new Volgistics website, but that will help us kind of increase and continue this great conversation. So I want to thank you all. I can't wait to see you. For the folks that are here, I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you all so much, and have a great day.